In this video, we're diving into the 1% rule. Let's get started. A small change for big financial gains. Picture this. You're at the end of the month, staring at your bank account and wondering where all your money went. Sound familiar? Saving feels impossible, right? Now, what if I told you there's a way to build wealth, real, lasting wealth, without overhauling your entire life? It's called the 1% rule. This simple concept can help anyone, yes, anyone, start saving money consistently. Whether you're a student juggling part-time jobs, a young professional trying to get ahead, or a retiree on a fixed income, this technique is for you. The 1% rule boils down to one idea. Set aside 1% of your income each month. That's it. Sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But don't be fooled by its simplicity. This rule is powerful. In today's video, we'll explore what the 1% rule is, why it works, and how you can use it to achieve financial freedom without feeling like you're sacrificing everything. Ready to transform your financial future? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the 1% rule could be the most life-changing financial habit you ever adopt. At its core, the 1% rule is a method of saving money without overwhelming yourself. Here's how it works. Each month, take 1% of your income and save it. For example, if you earn $3,000 a month, you'll save $30. If your monthly income is $5,000, you'll save $50. This isn't about making huge sacrifices or completely changing your lifestyle. It's about starting small and creating a habit. That 1% becomes the foundation for bigger savings down the road. But here's the real magic. When done consistently, that small percentage grows into a substantial amount, especially if you invest it wisely. It's like planting a seed. You won't see immediate results, but give it time, and it will grow into something significant. Why does the 1% rule work? It's small enough to be sustainable. Let's face it, saving money can feel daunting, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. The 1% rule eliminates that pressure. 1% is so small you won't feel like you're depriving yourself. You're not cutting out your morning coffee or saying no to dinner with friends. It's just 1%. It builds a habit. Psychologists often say that success isn't about motivation, it's about habits. By starting with 1%, you're building the habit of saving without overwhelming yourself. Over time, that habit becomes automatic, and increasing the percentage feels natural. The power of compound interest. Let's talk about the numbers. If you save $50 a month and invest it with a 7% annual return, you'll have over $12,000 in 15 years. That's from just $50 a month. Now imagine increasing that to 2% or 3%. The results compound exponentially. It's adaptable to any income level. The 1% rule isn't just for high earners. Whether you're making $1,000 or $10,000 a month, it's a proportionate strategy that works for everyone. How to implement the 1% rule. Step 1. Calculate your 1%. This is the easiest step. Look at your monthly income and multiply it by 0.01. That's your savings goal for the month. For example, if you earn $4,000 a month, your goal is $40. If you make $6,500, your goal is $65. It's that simple. Step 2. Automate your savings. Automation is key. Set up a direct transfer from your checking account to a savings or investment account. Do this as soon as your paycheck comes in so you're not tempted to spend it. Many banking apps and online platforms let you automate this process in minutes. Step 3. Invest your savings. Saving money is great, but investing it is even better. Look for low-cost index funds, ETFs, or high-yield savings accounts. Platforms make it easy to start investing, even with small amounts. Step 4. Scale up gradually. Once you've mastered saving 1%, try increasing it to 2%, 3%, or more. The habit you've built makes this transition easier. Before you know it, you could be saving 10% of your income without feeling the pinch. Let's put this rule into action with a few relatable scenarios. A college student's perspective. Emma is a college student earning $1,200 a month from her part-time job. Her 1% goal is just $12. She skips one takeout meal and transfers that money into a savings account. Over a year, she saves $144. Not a fortune, but for Emma, it's a foundation. She's proving to herself that saving is possible, even on a tight budget. A mid-career professional. Jake earns $5,500 a month as a marketing manager. He starts saving 1%, 55, by cutting back on subscription services he rarely uses. After a year, he has $660 saved. He invests this amount in an index fund, and over time, the compounding effect accelerates his savings growth. A retiree's approach. Linda, a retiree on Social Security, receives $2,500 a month. She uses the 1% rule to save $25 monthly for unexpected expenses. This gives her peace of mind, knowing she has a cushion for emergencies without dipping into her main income. The psychology behind the 1% rule. Why is the 1% rule so effective? It taps into a principle known as behavioral economics, which combines psychology and finance. People are more likely to stick with a habit if the change is small and manageable. Saving 1% feels almost effortless. It doesn't trigger feelings of deprivation or guilt, which are common reasons people abandon saving plans. Instead, it creates a positive feedback loop. You start to feel good about your progress, which motivates you to save more. This strategy also reduces decision fatigue. By automating your savings, you remove the need to constantly decide whether or not to save. It just happens like clockwork. And then you might be thinking, but I barely have enough to cover my expenses. Here's the thing, the 1% rule isn't about saving massive amounts right away. It's about starting somewhere. Even if your income is tight, 1% is usually small enough to manage. Another concern might be, what if an emergency comes up? That's why it's essential to create an emergency fund. Start with your 1%, and as your savings grow, you'll have a safety net for unexpected expenses. Why you should start today? The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even if it's just $20 a month, those small contributions add up. Time is your greatest ally when it comes to saving and investing. So why wait? Calculate your 1%, automate your savings, and take the first step toward financial freedom. Remember, it's not about how much you save, it's about building the habit. Conclusion: big wins from small beginnings. Here's the truth, saving money doesn't have to be complicated or painful. The 1% rule proves that even the smallest changes can lead to incredible results. It's not about what you're giving up, it's about what you're gaining. So start today, plant that seed, watch it grow, because 1% of your income today could mean 100% of your financial freedom tomorrow, or as I like to say, save small, dream big. Dear friends, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please subscribe, like, and comment. See you soon.